Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to all of my wonderful and beautiful little subscribers out there. And how I love you all so, and I hope that you're all super duper well, super duper wonderful, and super duper delicious, and that life is treating you most deliciously. So what do we do, my juice little lads? Thank you, little lads. You're delicious and bright. They're becoming less and less, you know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, no, still at 11. Okay, my delicious babies. So what's the time, Mr. Wolf? So it's 2:30 in our old England, my delicious babies. Now the sky is completely grey. Okay, my delicious babies. It's rather chilly out there. Very little wind, and that's the weather forecast in my neck of the woods in our old England, my delicious babies. Now then, so what have I got for you? So the first one, my delicious little baby. So this one here never came up on my feed. This is me looking for other videos and then, came across this one. This one is just over 30 minutes long, my delicious little babies. Now, this uploader happens to have all on YouTube today, my delicious little babies. 8.49 million subscribers, my delicious little babies. Mind you, they've only got about 225 comments, my delicious little babies. But usually, to be honest with you, my delicious little babies, when you get very large, from what I can see, when you get very large uploaders like this, my delicious little babies, unless it's to do with a specific topic, you usually find that you do not have so many comments, my delicious little babies. So it could be a case where maybe there's millions who are subscribed and just left it. Do you know what I mean? They probably don't even look at them anymore, my delicious little babies. I'm not saying that for everybody. Do you know what I mean? I'm just, that's the way it looks. There we are to myself, my delicious little babies. And this upload is called hashtag. Yeah. Hashtag. Capital M for mind, mand. Okay. My delicious baby space. Capital W warehouse. Okay, my delicious little babies. Yeah, we have that, don't we? I don't know. Do we still have many car phone warehouses anymore? I know that we have, from what I could see on a van months ago, mobility warehouse. My delicious little babies. Anyway, that's the uploader. Hashtag manned. To repeat again, just going over the letters. Warehouse, my delicious little babies. Now, the video should read 60 strange things happening right now around the world. Caught on camera edition. Okay, my delicious little babies. I'll just repeat that again for you. 60 strange things happening right now around the world. Caught on camera edition. Well, the uploader, not that I like to spend my time pointing things out now then, but when he says what's happening around the world now, and this was uploaded 7 days ago, well, some of these things, because I remember the locusts, and that's going back from years ago, my delicious little babies Kai. So not all of these videos are from now, because if you've uploaded 7 days ago, right, you could say, okay, now, does the uploader mean in 2025? Does whoever he or she is, do they mean, in October, 2025, what we're in now, my delicious little babies? Do you know what I mean? So I sort of feel as though this is, there we are, slightly misleading. There we are, my delicious little babies, Kai. Because a lot of the videos and the footage, there we are, I've already seen. So I got 3/4 of the way through. But for some of you, my delicious little babies, you may not have seen it. But for myself, I have. And then, of course, where you've got, because you had the locusts then, how many years ago? It's got to be, where are we now? Oh, can hear the seagulls. Okay, my delicious little babies, flying low. I think it's got to be about, I don't know, please don't quote me on this. Where are we now? Probably about, I don't know, 9, 10 years ago or something. I don't know, could be 11 years. I don't know. But I'll definitely remember that with the locusts, just coming out the sky. And of course, there's been other reports to do with birds and everything. And if they, I mean, bless them, if they have a crash landing, well, there's many who are not going to survive, my delicious little babies, you know what I mean? And of course, you've had lots of other, roads caving in. Well, I mean, you've seen a lot of that in China. Do you know what I mean? My delicious little babies, okay? That doesn't mean no, just got an itch. So when you look at a lot of this, but anyway, should anybody happen to have any form of an interest, that's the video, just over 30 minutes long, my delicious little babies. Okay, you see, I'll say just before I come off to do this video, you see, this is man-made, my delicious little babies. Okay, there is nothing natural about these things happening at all, my delicious little babies. Just like something pushing the roots of a tree up. There's nothing natural about that either, my delicious little babies. I've seen there we are plenty of videos on that as well, my delicious little babies. Okay, so that's that one. Now the next one, my delicious little babies. Okay, this is 2.82 million subscribers, my delicious little babies. And this is our lovely, and with anybody not in that way, our lovely redacted on old YouTube, my delicious little babies. Well, this has only been uploaded just a matter of hours ago. And this is to do with the Made in Canada, my delicious little babies. Now, I've been talking, there we are, about to do with this, okay? I've told others about this, okay? Some have seemed rather, there we are, shocked at this. Well, actually, rightfully so. But this is to do with a heart, first heart transplant under this, Made program. Okay, my delicious little babies. It's only about 10 minutes long, but please and thank you. If you could please listen to this video. There we are. This is very serious, what's going on, my delicious little babies. And how these putrid little effers are getting away with this, I do not know. 1 in 21 who are passing away. You need to listen to it, my delicious little babies, how they are getting away with this. This kind of thing now, to do with euthanasia, harvesting. This has gone on for years now, okay? But the fact that over these months and that, in the past, well, let's just say within the past, 3 to 5 years, that they come out into the open. I mean, this is so in your birth race, so blatant, my delicious little babies. And let's not forget them wanting to bring that bill over here, because basically what will end up happening is that, they want it where somebody could be unwell, bless them. Okay, well, they could still live to 100, even being unwell, my delicious babies. Okay, but this could then go to if a little bairn is not poorly at all. Okay, now, like I say, there's been a lot going on in Canada, my delicious little babies. Okay, so it's really important that one's really, I mean, it's just a little bit of time out of one's day or night, there we are, to please and thank you. I'm asking so very nicely to please pay, there we are, attention to what's going on, okay? Because in my view, there we are, this is flipping down, this is murder, murderers. There we are, that is what they are. This is murderers, man. Do you know what I mean? Mad delicious babies. Anyway. Now, the final video for today, then I'm going to close my book. We always need to go back to where we need to go back to. I actually happened to see this on our lovely, not in that way, our lovely davidark.com. Okay, my delicious little babies. And I did actually happen to see the video where you had dear Richard, bless him, and he was talking to this uploader, bless him, okay? So he was invited on, I assume, onto this uploader's, videos, my delicious little babies, okay? But this uploader's also on Twitter. He's also on there as well, my delicious little babies. I'm not sure. You need to look at the probably where it says more on the video, my delicious little babies, then you'll be able to see the other links. This uploader happens to have 3.55,000 subscribers, my delicious little babies, okay? I've actually subscribed to him as well, okay? So, you know, it was a 3.54, so I subscribed yesterday. I'd never ever seen this uploader. So, thank you, our lovely dear David Ark and dear Richard and dear Gareth and dear Jamie. Bless you all, okay? And your team, okay? Because I've never seen this uploader. But I'm very thankful that I have. And of course, we've, you know, very important, serious videos, my delicious little babies. There we are. I do send them out to the very small mankind in my dog and bird, my delicious little babies. So this one's been sent out. Okay, and this uploader is called Number 7 in the old space bar in YouTube, my delicious little babies. These are all capitals, C's, so I'll just spell it for you. SEES. So it's 7 C's all together, my delicious little babies. So excuse me. And the video should read, Big Tech's $1 billion spa industry, my delicious little babies. Hakeem Anwar, CEO in brackets of above phone. Okay, my delicious little babies. So I'm just going to repeat this again for you. Big Tech's $1 billion spa industry. Hakeem Anwar in brackets, CEO of above phone. Okay, my delicious little babies. Now this video is nearly, I've ticked it all off, is it nearly 109 minutes long, my delicious little babies, okay? Now then, this is very important because what they're talking about here is our dog and bones, whether it be on our phones, Androids, okay, my delicious little babies. And this here is, it's so wonderful. It's like, there we are, a wonderful, beautiful, you know, not in that way, treasure chest, there we are, of information, my delicious little babies. So if ones know how to do this, okay, my delicious little babies, okay? Because as we very well know, we are being spied on, there we are, constantly through these dog and bones now. When we walk outside, you know, streets, everywhere, constantly spied on. You go into a shop, there's cameras everywhere. Everywhere you go, my delicious little babies, okay? If you go on a bus, it's everywhere, my delicious little babies, okay? Oh, by the way, I'm still being spied on. I was walking around with my beautiful little Ruby Tuesday because my beautiful little Maisie Moo can walk herself. And I seen someone with 2 dog and bones, and they kept looking down at their feet and looking over at myself. Yeah, still around, my delicious little babies. Maybe they seen my little shorty video that I put up. Maybe, there we are, maybe. Okay, my delicious little babies, anyway. It'd be really nice to know why they're spying on me, but anyway, I'm sure that there we are, one day, one shall find out. I'm sure, no doubt, my delicious little babies. Now then, so I'm not going to, you know, I can show this part, my delicious little babies, but I'm not going to show this part because I haven't tore off my address. But yeah, even for your medical number, my delicious little babies, you've got a hashtag. Yeah. And there's a capital S at the beginning of it, my delicious little babies. Anyway, so it's Dear Miss, and my name, Carla, my delicious little babies. Wait to listen to this now. Please and thank you, my little beautifuls. Oh, and I hope that you're all super duper well, wherever you are in the world, my delicious beautifuls that you all are, okay? Thank you so very much for any views or for any likes. Thank you so very much, okay? Because, like I said, my videos just do not get out, okay? So, your GP practice supports the NHS, yes, NHS, bowel cancer screening program. Okay, my delicious little babies. I am inviting you for NHS bowel cancer screening. We offer screening every 2 years to people, remember, we're not people, okay, aged 50 to 74. Screening aims to find bowel cancer early. When successful, did you hear the way that this is worded, my delicious little babies? When successful, treatment and cure is more likely. So it seems to myself, yeah, your screening kit will arrive in 2 weeks. Screening kit. Full instructions are included. Yeah, cannot be without the instructions, my delicious little babies. Use the kit at home and return it in the prepaid packaging provided. Yeah, Royal Mail's very useful. Do you see what I mean, my delicious little babies? At one time, it used to be ones writing letters or, sending a parcel to their dear loved ones, many decades ago. These days, it's screening kits for cancer, PCR kits, you know the drill, my delicious little babies. We will post results to you within 2 weeks. A copy of your screening result is also sent to your GP. Yeah, good old not so friendly quack quack. To keep your health records up to date. If you need help to use the kit, please call us or ask someone to call us on 0800, for extra information before using the kit. Can you see how many times they've used the word kit? Was it called? There was a film with Kit, wasn't it? Was it Kit? Was it the Kit? Was that Knight Rider? Kit. I think it was. I used to watch Knight Rider when I was little. My delicious little babies. I'm sure it was called. Was it called Kit the car? Kit. Oh, anyway, my delicious little babies. You can also call us with any other questions about bowel cancer screening. We do not have access to all your medical records, including those relating to bowel conditions, my delicious little babies. Even if you have had bowel investigations or surgery in the past, you may still also be able to have screening. You can call our free helpline. Yeah, free helpline. Very little in life, my delicious little babies, is free. Okay, my delicious little babies, okay. And then it's asking me to read the enclosed leaflet to help me to decide whether to take part in the screening. So do you see how this works, my delicious little babies? It's all a circle, circle, circle. Okay, my delicious little babies, we're going to pop that over there because I'm going to tear it all up and then it's going to be binned. In fact, I'm going to do it now, my delicious little babies. There we go. Now, just a couple of weeks ago, my delicious little babies, I received a text message asking myself to come in for a smear. Screening, my delicious little babies, okay? So, all I can really say is, my delicious little babies, that's been deleted as well. I have no desire to go and have any of this screening. It seems very much to me, my delicious little babies, that I'm going to be over and out. Seems very much to me, my delicious little babies, that what this is about, which is, there we are, been happening a long time now, long time, is that they've got to keep getting the customers, haven't they, my delicious little babies, because that's how they see us. We are customers. So you have some that, bless their dear little souls, a bit like what do they call it? Hypochondriac, that's it. hypochondriac, my delicious little babies. And they are what you would call, so I do not mean this nastily towards anybody who's poorly or, you know what I mean, but you have some who go to your not so friendly quack, 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 quack on a spin. Okay, my delicious little babies. And they're there every day of the week. Okay, my delicious little babies. They are what you would call, I mean, I love little cows, it's just a figure of speech. They are what you would call cash cows. There we are. My delicious little babies. They're cash cows. Okay? So they are worth a lot to there we are, their doctor's surgery. Because their little book just gets larger and larger and larger. You see what I mean? So therefore, they can offer the hypochondriac many products that the hypochondriac, there we are, is going to accept. Do you see what I mean, my delicious little babies? Then they send this out to other who they want as customers, my delicious little babies. You know, correct me if I'm wrong, but it's like the sir that we are desperate to find a problem, my delicious little babies. Do you see what I mean, okay? And what is it? Likely. Is it most likely, was it? You have to see all of the other word in, my delicious little babies, you know what I mean? It's like they sound really, really lovely. It's like a sweet shop advertising loads of sweets. Come on in to anybody who is candy lovers. You see what I mean? This is the same that we are, my delicious little babies. Do you see what I mean? Well, I will not be responding to any of it. And you imagine somebody who is a hypochondriac, they would look at a letter like this and they'd be, I've got to call them straight away. Do you see what I mean, my delicious little babies? Because this is what they do. They put ones in fear. Do you see what I mean, my delicious little babies? Anyway, so I'm going to leave my video. Lots of pieces of paper here. Well, that's a waste of part of a tree, isn't it, my delicious little babies? I'm so sorry to the tree. Anyway, my delicious little babies, so wherever you are in the world, whether it's morning, afternoon or evening, please have a super duper delicious time. You only get one life, my little honey bunnies. Sending peace, love, harmony and bright blessings to each and every one of you. And may your beautiful little selves and your beautiful little families, may you all be fully protected, okay? And sending peace, love, harmony and bright blessings to each and every one of you. Full protection, how I love you so. I'll probably repeat myself there because I was just about to say something else. Sorry, my delicious little babies. I am not saying this about anybody who is genuinely poorly. So this is not myself being sarcastic or, you know, let's just say couldn't give a damn about anybody who's poorly. On the contrary, it's quite the opposite. But what I'm talking about is if one's allow themselves to be fearful, my delicious little babies, do you see what I mean? Jeff? If they allow themselves to be fearful, there we are, then they will continue to do so. And that is the only way, my delicious little babies, that organisations like that can operate, my delicious little babies, there we are, do you see what I mean? Okay? So it's about natural health, isn't it? Natural health, it's about, you know, finding foods, finding juices, different things like this now that's going to work in one's bodies, that's going to help them with their overall, there we are, health. My delicious, there we are, little babies, do you see what I mean? Okay, that's what this is about. How many who attend these screenings, say if you've got 10, I'm just using an example, my delicious little babies, so say you've got 10 mankind who go for a screening, how many of those are they going to say that there's nothing wrong and you can go home and everything is hunky-dory tickety-boo? You'll probably find, my delicious little babies, that probably, what, 3 out of 10, if that? For the rest of them, they're looking for the slightest thing. The slightest touch, and I go crazy with desire. Can bring you to your knees, yeah. That's how these operate, my delicious little babies. Okay, that song just came into my noddle. Anyway, so until my next video, wishing you all a beautiful time wherever you are. Please have a super duper time. I'm not here to depress or to upset anybody with any of my videos, my delicious little babies. No, I'm not. I'm here, there we are, just to give out information, okay? And I very much do appreciate anybody listening. And if you do find the videos that I've advertised out in my book, there we are, informative, there we are, then that is my job done, I feel. There we are, my delicious little babies, okay? But ones have got to see what's going on now. And, you know, this has been going on a long time. You know what I mean? There's got to come a point where it stops. But we must also look at doctors and nurses as well, who are totally, let's just say, in the little club. You know, this is a different little club. You know what I mean? Mad delicious little babies, where as long as they've got the ka-ching, 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 we're in the money, we're in the money. Yeah, to pay for their luxuries, their wheels, their houses, their flats, whatever else, their holidays. You know, keep them in good food. You know, keep them in the material wealth. Okay. There are plenty of those, there we are, up until this day, knowing what they're doing, there we are, it's totally wrong. There we are, our delicious little babies, yet they still, there we are, continue to do. So forgive me if I do not like doctors or nurses. There's very few who I would ever like my delicious little babies can. And really, to be honest, for most decent nurses or doctors, they've came out of the profession, you know, and gone on to do different things. You know what I mean? My delicious little babies can, especially in the older pandemic. You know what I mean? My delicious little babies can. They actually found other jobs. There we are, and they're super duper happy. They would never ever go back into that profession again. So it's like music to my ears. And the reason why my delicious little babies, because they've seen the light. They've seen the light. You see what I mean? My delicious little babies can. So you just take care now then, my little lovelies. Have a beautiful weekend. Love ya. Thank you for listening once again. Goodbye.